Hi guys, it's Majesty Bianca here again with the Financial Drive-Thru, where we help you get an edge in the cryptocurrency and financial markets through up-to-date information, news, and all the things you need to get settled in this space. Now today we're going to be talking about the XRP token, its use cases, and how it can basically improve the global remittance system. So if you're interested in that kind of content, definitely stick around, hit the subscribe button so you can catch my videos as they drop, and be sure to hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And that's it, let's drive through. Ripple was launched a few years ago with a very ambitious goal. Their developers wanted to enable the Internet of Value to move money as easily as information is moved around today. XRP wanted to be a cryptocurrency built for enterprise and banking use. And if you think about that, that is kind of controversial given the fact that most cryptocurrencies are moving away from the government and the banking industries. Now, it wanted to enable fast cross-border payments, low transaction fees, and all other benefits of digital currencies. But most importantly, it wanted to do this with the goal of targeting enterprises and banks, two groups that require extended features you won't find on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Today, Ripple's global payments network continues to grow. The developers believe they've created the best digital assets for payments. So with that in mind, let's take a look at some of the technologies Ripple has in the works today. Over on the website, Ripple.com, they listed out 3 use cases. So they have one for payment providers, one for digital asset exchanges, and one for banks. Now, for payment providers, they basically say they're providing customers with faster, more transparent, and predictable payment services to many corners of the world. They listed out benefits and opportunities, and basically I think I'm just going to link the website in the details section of the video so you can check it out for yourself. I actually encourage people to do that because there are some insightful videos that kind of describe and really show what they're trying to offer you as far as remittance and cross-border payments are concerned. I'm not really going to get into any of these right now. What I really wanted to talk about today was the use cases for banks. Now, the reason I want to focus on this is because remittance payments are something that I think are very crucial and very important, so necessary, especially in this part of the world. I'm from Nigeria, and so Africa actually could really benefit a whole lot from really fast payment systems. We've been crippled for a while, I would say, with high exchange fees and just the general lack of pace behind the whole system. So I saw this, and this was something that spoke out to me. Now, for banks, they said banks joined RippleNet to process cross-border payments in real time with end-to-end tracking and certainty, right? Now, banks can expand payment offerings into new markets that are otherwise too difficult and too expensive to reach. Now, they have 2 key technologies behind this. There's XRapid and there's XCurrent. XRapid is really, I would say, the reason behind the last bit of hype around the XRP price. You know, we saw it surge, I think, over 50% the last couple of days. And everybody was really talking about this because they just announced that the launch of the XRapid was right around the corner and could possibly happen next month in October, really. The key thing about XRapid is that it essentially facilitates low-cost liquidity. And we're going to look at just how that works. The way this plays out is assume you're trying to send some money from your payment provider to some beneficiary somewhere across the world, right? Now, what XRapid does is that it takes the funds you're about to send and converts them to XRP and sends them through a payout bank to the beneficiaries. Now, what then happens is that when the XRP has been sent, it's then converted to the currency of the country that the receiver is in. And as you can see in this illustration, we have someone receiving this in Japanese yen and then someone in Mexico also receiving as well. So what then happens is because XRapid is tied to the XRP token, the payout bank or the payment provider doesn't need to have a Nostro or Vostro account on either side. None of those things are going to be needed, and this is stuff that we've always had to use when we're doing cross-border payments. The way the system has been so far is that the bank would have to have money stored in the country that you're sending to, so we can easily reconcile the transfer that you're making. And this usually takes time to verify and all that. And then Ripple through XRapid is basically going to make this like instantaneous. So I mean, that is huge. That is a very huge thing. And I can only think of numerous applications for this. Now, XCurrent, on the other hand, is already out. XCurrent can be used to send and receive cross-border payments. But what it does, though, is that it's not only designed for enterprise use, it includes end-to-end tracking and bi-directional messaging between both institutions. So instantaneously, you can be updated and confirm your transaction and the validity of everything that's being done in real time, which, if you think about it, is kind of amazing. And it does signal the end of the SWIFT banking systems. Now, as far as marketing goes, Ripple has been very busy all year. We can see here that several Ripple partners are ready to use XRapid already. They listed crypto exchanges like Bittrex, Bitso, Coins.ph as the latest partners that will use XRapid to send instant cross-border payments with low fees. London-based Mercury FX is also on board. And there's a tweet from them over there. There's SBI's new crypto exchange, SBI Virtual Currencies, is also planning on joining XRapid to help financial institutions send cross-border payments. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. They've listed Coalix, a company that operates in US, Mexico, and Hong Kong, and offers the unbanked a way to make international payments, is also preparing to go into production. So there's a lot of news, and in addition to the 7 companies above, a number of additional companies are officially piloting XRapid, including IDT Corporation, MoneyGram, and Cambridge Global Payments. Western Union, however, recently announced that its pilot of XRapid did not save the company time or money. And Ripple says the results show smaller financial institutions and startups are more likely to initially see significant savings with the technology. So maybe it's their size, maybe it's not. Let me know what you think in the comment section of the video. What do you think about XRapid and XCurrent? And are you as excited as I am about this? I came across this headline yesterday: collaboration to pump markets. Ripple supporter questions XRapid's expected launch. Rachel Lee, she's a vocal XRP supporter. She basically called out the launch of XRapid as a pump and dump collaboration. And definitely we saw what happened with the price. The price did skyrocket for a bit, and all the YouTubers were talking about it. Now, she says she doesn't see XRapid going live without regulation since XRP is involved. Remember, it's tied to the XRP token. And so if you're going to be sending money like that, then you definitely should need regulations behind you, just so you don't have any red tape going forward. So yes, she's calling it out as a collaboration to pump up the market. Let me know what you think in the detail section of the video. Do you agree with her, or do you think that she's just being overcritical in this case? Now, Ripple appears to have made large investments in its aggressive marketing campaign, as former US President Bill Clinton will reportedly be a keynote speaker at the American fintech firm's upcoming 12 conference next month. So Rachel Lee had started a survey on Twitter to find out if people agreed with her viewpoints, and 50% of her followers said regulations will be required or are compulsory before Ripple Labs can actually launch XRapid. 39% of respondents said regulations were not necessary for XRapid to go live, indicating the limited level of understanding about digital asset regulatory policies in the largely speculative crypto community. And only 11% of Lee's survey respondents saw that XRapid's announcement was a CNBC-style market pump and dump. And yeah, I'm just, reading the quotes. I didn't come up with that. The one fact that can't be denied, though, is that Ripple may need to carefully evaluate its decision to launch XRapid, as its use is tied to the XRP token, which many consider to be a security. So this is all very interesting, and I really want to know what you think about XRP. I want to know what you think about XRapid's launch. And let's have a discourse. Let me know if you agree with Rachel Lee, and if you think that this is just a pump and dump, or if there's any weight behind this. So I'm just going to round up by saying, especially here in Africa, there are numerous challenges that remittance providers actually face. Reducing the cost of remittances has been a high-level goal for the World Bank, as well as these payment providers, which are commercial entities. So definitely something like what Ripple is doing with XRapid and XCurrent, I definitely do support that. I think it's going to be a huge step. And I mean, I'd actually encourage the banking institutions over here in Africa to take a look at this technology, see what they can actually do with it, because we are really trying to not just go for mass crypto adoption, we're trying to better the world, so to speak. Remittance providers need to get licensed. They also get serious exposure to all the foreign currencies that they deal with. And something like this would definitely go a long way to shape things up and make life a lot easier for people around the world. I'm also going to link this thread in the details section of the video. It's basically about XCurrent versus XRapid, and some very insightful opinions over here. And I love Reddit. You can always count on people to come out and say some sensible stuff over here. So definitely going to link this in the details section of the video so you can read through it. It's already been long enough. And if you like this kind of content, do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can catch my videos as they drop. My name is Majesty Ibianga, and this has been another edition of the Financial Drive-Thru. Thank you.